Hey guys, thanks for coming back to my channel. I'm really looking forward to bringing you guys some good content and sharing some laughs. If that's something you're interested in, hopefully you enjoy this video and my other videos. And I would like to ask you if you please subscribe. That would be wonderful. I really enjoy interacting with you guys, especially all the comments. It's friggin' hilarious. You guys crack me up sometimes.
Hello and welcome to Michelle
Hello.
After Dark.
And
Ladies,
welcome.
I'm sure you have heard because there is an epidemic
Should I do my intros like that?
Hello. Welcome to Sherwin's channel.
I don't know what I'm doing with my hands right now. I'm just jiggling my... Okay. But I like it. It was big, flashy, and she had like the lightning. It's almost like she's a witch. Like she's got some weird stuff in the background here. I don't know what. She got like some creepy ass doll and a hand. What is this? Some freaking hand. There's a spell book there, and a candle holder. What do you call that? What is it called? Candebrella or something? I can't say the word. I know what it is. I can't say the word.
going around. Men are no longer approaching us women. They're tired of us. They're sick of us. We're very annoying, which I understand. Women can be very annoying. You know, sometimes we can be a lot, just as a lot of men can be very a lot. You know?
You're only annoying when you open your mouth. If you keep your mouth shut, we're fine. We're fine. So just want to make that clarification. That's when it's annoying. Okay.
Now, depending on the individual. Doesn't matter the gender, can just be a lot, which is why I prefer to kind of have my own space. But apparently, men are sick of it. Men are sick of the whole Instagram girls taking videos of them in gyms or any other time that they glance at them, and they are done talking to us.
Yes.
So this is a follow-up of a few things.
Why does she keep going from like the wide angle to like a small angle video? That's kind of weird. Usually what I see people do is they do this like zoom in thing where they're talking to you and then they're like, and it gets all up and close and then they're back away. I don't know. When they're like stressing a point. Obviously they do it with like video features, not what I did, which was just leaning forward into the camera, which was weird.
Things that I noticed from my last video of the woman that was in the gym talking to herself, set up a whole tripod, has a microphone and everything, and a man glanced at her for 3 seconds and she flipped her, saying that he should get his ripped off. He should be put.
Yeah, she went totally nuts. And I don't go to the gym at all. Like I have a whole setup in my house now. I actually did really like going to the gym. But seeing this now and the fact that people are filming in the gym and there's this whole thing with like women in the gym, I was a very talkative person when I went to the gym. Like I'd be going on the elliptical or I'd be using machines. And if there was someone next to me, I'd be like, hey, how you doing? I used to be very, I would just say something like that, like I would talk. I'm sure at some point somebody would have gotten mad and be like, oh my God, this guy was like, said something to me and I'm working out. It's just like, okay.
Put in jail for glancing at an underage 21-year-old, whatever that means. A few comments that I got, and I always get this whenever we talk about, IG girls freaking out about a man staring at them. I get some of you men, and I love you guys, but you guys are always like,
well, this is why us men don't go up to women anymore. This is why all of you guys just judge us. We can't even open doors for you anymore because of women like that. So we're done.
You guys are probably...
You know what though? Like, why are these women wearing freaking booty shorts and shit? Like, literally, they're wearing shorts or like pants. It's almost like lingerie. It's like underwear. Sometimes, in some cases, it's like maybe put on some normal clothes. Like, why does it have to be so tight that I can see your camel toe and your ass crack and everything? It's like I used to go to the gym. I just have like sweatpants and a t-shirt on. Or like a dry fit shirt, like a workout shirt. It's like, why? I don't get it. I don't get it. And why are women going to the gym with makeup on? Another question. You're going to the gym to like sweat and work out. Unless it's like in between, you're like, you went to work and you're coming at lunch or something and like you had makeup on because you're at work or some shit. And then you're going back to work. Like, why are you working out like all dressed up and shit? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Probably wondering why I have ABBA and Preach in the thumbnail. That's because when I looked at their video, that's something that Abba or Preach said, I still don't know their names or which name goes with who, and I watch them. Not the point. I'm not there to know their names. I'm there to know the information and hear the jokes. And that contagious laughter.
We got a lot of people. Okay, a lot of people don't like this. This whole approaching thing, throw that shit out the window. I'm gonna say it now. Take it and throw it in the trash.
Chuck it.
Women will complain. Hey, the men don't. I don't give a fuck.
But that's how it's supposed to be.
I don't give a fuck.
It's because it's not worth the risk. That's why you throw it in the trash, because it's like, why? Just, we do everything on dating apps and shit anyways, and like, you're at the gym to work out, so just like ask women out in like spaces where it's more safe. Or are we saying to get rid of asking out women in general? Is that what we're saying right now?
Supposed to be.
Y'all not doing that shit no more.
No,
and cut that shit out.
And I got a lot of that in my comment section from you adorable men. Men should stop looking at them, stop talking to them, and
Very
ignore
adorable.
these bitches. Treat them like they are not there. See how they like it. And you know me, I always have to say my opinion about little things that catch my eye. And I have to say, what are you men talking about? As a female, born female, got the goods down here, I have not noticed.
You got the goods? Prove it. I know with surgeries now, you may not actually be a born female. I need to see in order to trust.
A decrease in the men coming up to Michelle section of my life. In fact, I've noticed an increase. And I personally would think that it would be decreased with the amount of men saying, we're just not going up to women anymore. You know, like it sounds like you guys are trying to start a movement. You guys just don't want to talk to women anymore. Fine.
No, it won't decrease because the guys who actually go up to women and who are being creepy and doing certain things, it's like a small percentage of men. Most men don't go and ask out women. So you get the small percent, and they are just men who don't give a shit. They don't care. That's why you end up with these stories where like guys who are just constantly like, you want to go out with me? You want to go out with me? And they just keep asking, even though the girls say, kind of like giving signs she's not interested, and then they're just overly persistent, and then they post it online. It's because those men don't give a shit, so they just keep asking, and they're like, well, if I'm persistent, I'm gonna, get somebody. That's all it is. So majority of men are not asking out women.
With me, when I'm out of the house, I want to get out and get right back in. But as a woman, I haven't noticed a decrease. I don't want to like sound like I have a very big head, but when I go out, I usually get talked to. I usually get asked out. I usually have to tell someone, I don't have a phone. Sir, you have a nice day. Just the other day at the gym, I said about 3-4 words to a man on the Stairmaster and put my earphones back in. The whole time, I could hear him through my earphones talking to me. I would just ignore him. He's just having a whole conversation to himself. I get off the Stairmaster and he has to place all of his workouts around me, talk to me through my earphones, and then near the end of my workout, as I'm in the corner by myself, I see him walk over with a piece of paper and slide it into my gym bag. And he goes, that's for you.
That's a phone number?
Me? I'm the lucky one? Perfect.
Were you responding to him? I feel like if he's talking to you and you're not being like, you're not like responding in any way, why would he keep talking to you through your whole gym workout? This sounds really suspicious. I don't know if I believe this shit. This sounds like it's made up for this video. Do you guys believe this? Like, seriously. Do you believe there was some guy who followed her through her whole gym experience and she's not responding, right? She said 3 words at the beginning, and then he kept following her and saying shit throughout like whatever the half an hour she's working out, and then gave a phone number. I'm assuming it's a phone number. I just don't see that happening.
So I'm just trying to figure out who are you talking about? Like, what men don't go up to women anymore? Because I have not had an issue. In fact, I don't think any of my friends or women in the comment section of that video and possibly this video have noticed a decline. Ladies, speak up. Have you noticed a decline of?
Because, like I said before, all the freaking dink guys are going to do it anyways. They were doing it before. They're going to keep doing it. And so, I don't know, if you're a certain woman where you're like super attractive, then they might just keep doing that.
Men not talking to you? Stop right there. Some of you women are like, Michelle, I never get talked to. It's okay. I would talk to you. But at least the women who, people tend to come up.
That's exactly what they're looking for. They want attention from a guy. They want a guy to ask about. But then you're like, yeah, I'll give you my feminine energy, which is exactly what they're not looking for. So, okay. Yeah.
Up to you and compliment your appearance. Have you noticed like a decline? I have not, and I've been talking to an array of women. My mom just called the other day. She's 60 years old, and young men, older men will come up and talk to her. I've talked to a lot of my older
She doesn't look 60. She looks good for her age.
clients are like, Michelle, this 30-something-year-old talked to me yesterday. This this older man talked to me the other day. There's no decline. I don't know what, I think you guys are just saying certain things to make you feel better, or maybe like frighten us women, like, oh no, please talk to me in public. I love that. Usually in public, I don't really have time to have a conversation. I go to the grocery store and the gym, two places I don't normally stop and have a full conversation with people. Here's the thing, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying you men that say, this, I'm just not gonna talk to women anymore. I'm just done. I don't believe it. I don't believe that your penis believes it, okay? I don't believe it. Especially if there's someone that's very attractive, put together. I feel like a lot of guys will just be kind of drawn in that direction, or at least, take a little look-see. I know I do. If someone is well put together, they work on their body, they have, some type of confidence, I usually gravitate towards that person. People gravitate.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's me. All the time. All the time. They just gravitate to me. I just can't help it. She said about like that men are not, there's no slowdown for her. I mean, she is an attractive woman. I don't know. I just because somebody talks to you, does it mean that they're like that interested? Not all the time. I mean, overall, it probably means they're interested. Probably like the 80-20 rule, I would say. But I talk to women that I'm not interested in. I'll just be like, oh, hey, like it just something happens. And I'll be like, oh, did you like, this is a stupid example, but like, last week, there was a woman, I'm at the dog park a lot. So I'm at the dog park and she has like these dog bags and they're like, I could tell they were shitty ones. She's having trouble opening it. I'm like, oh, hey, have you tried these ones? They're so easy to open. And then we had like a 2-minute conversation. I had no interest in this woman at all. But I was just like, hey, I see you got shitty dog bags and maybe you want better ones. I don't know. Maybe she went home and she's like, oh my God, this guy hit on me today. He liked me. And I'm like, no, I just wanted to help you pick up dog shit in an easier way.
Toward positive things or attractive things. If you're well put together, take care of your body, look like you don't smell bad, people are probably going to be impressed. Have you walked around Walmart? I have. Not many people looking put together. It's one of my comfort areas of, oh, I can look like shit because everyone else is, so I'll blend in. But
you're talking about Walmart, man. It's a different group that goes to Walmart. Walmart is like the discount store. People going there, like they're not going there with like Gucci bags and shit. They're going there in track pants. It's Walmart.
But honey, when I don't blend in at Walmart and I actually get all like this little 18-year-old man, I guess I'll call him a man. I feel like he's a boy still, but was chatting me up. Men will run to open doors for me. Like I said, I don't want to sound like, oh, look at me. So many people doing my bidding, but it's just something that I wanted to talk about because I see all these men in my comment section, Abba and Preach, a lot of guys that talk about, the girls in the gym, upset that a man is talking to them saying,
I'm never gonna talk to women. This is why we don't open doors anymore. And you women want to say chivalry is dead. It's your fault.
I haven't.
Okay, but something like we need to consider, and this is not just related to this topic, but in general, how the human mind works is that if you have one negative interaction, right, that sticks with you more than like 6 positive interactions. They say like 7's generally the magic number. So if you have 7 positive interactions of a certain type, that will override one negative interaction in that category, whatever it is. So let's say I open a door for 6 women, right? 5 of them appreciate it, or 1 of them gives me attitude, which has happened. I don't remember the ones where they appreciated it, right? Because it's just like that one bad experience has like overwritten the 5 other good ones. So I have to do it so many times and have positive reactions so many times to make my mindset be like, well, actually, when I do this, it goes well. But I think when, we're on the internet, and if you look for gym, what is it, gym fails, or not gym fails, but like creepy guy in gym creep, you're going to see more of those videos. So naturally, you're going to assume that that's what's happening, which may not at all be true. You go to the gym and you might have never even experienced that interaction yourself, but because you saw it online and it happened so many times, now you like online, you're just like, well, I mean, I can't ask anybody out because it could happen to me. People have a fear mindset, just how we as human beings are. Like this stuff gets stuck in our mind, and we're like, oh my God, this could happen. I don't know if I should do this. Blah. Like women are very much like this. This is why you get this whole thing like women don't want to be in certain relationships, or like, I'm just going to work my job. I don't want to depend on a man, because they're worried that the man will leave and then they will have nothing, because they're like, well, if I don't have my job and my career, I have nothing to fall back on. So I need to do X, Y, and Z thing, because, he could just leave and I'll have nothing. Divorce is 50% or whatever it is. But what they don't even realize is, like, out of that stat, even of divorces, it's like, isn't it like 70% women that initiate the divorce? Anyways, I think I got a little off topic, but you understand what I'm saying. As a mindset for a human being, we need many, many, many positive interactions to overwrite the negative one. Otherwise, we're thinking about the negative thing. So when we think about asking out a woman in the gym or asking a woman at the grocery store, we'll think about the negative interaction, because that's what we haven't had enough positive ones to override it.
I've noticed that chivalry has been dead. I've noticed an increase of freaks, gross men saying certain things, but I've also noticed certain men still holding doors for women, asking me out on dates, giving me their number. I haven't noticed a decrease at all. So I'm just wondering, does any other woman notice a decrease in that? Because I feel like a lot of you men are bluffing. Another thing I wanted to talk about is because some of you guys in the comment section were like, Michelle, come on! You forgot that she says that she hates attention and hates people looking at her, but she has an OnlyFans. She loves attention. She's used to it. I didn't personally think that was an important part of the video, because I have plenty of OnlyFans friends. Okay, not plenty. Like 2. OnlyFans people or friends that I talk to who they want to get paid. They'll deal with the weird comments on the clock, and off the clock, they don't want to talk to you men. They're not.
Yeah, and people have pointed out that's like the if you're not giving me money, don't freaking talk to me kind of shit. Which is just like, that attitude is nasty. It's like, I understand it, but it's also like nasty. You know what I mean? It's just, ugh. It just doesn't sound good. It's like if somebody came to approach me, like, I deal with people every day in my job, and then if I'm not working and somebody comes to approach me about, like, with a problem, because I solve problems, right? They just be like, oh, hey, I have this problem, blah, blah. I'd be like, don't fucking talk to me. I'm not working right now. It just, like, really?
Not getting paid. It's like, I trained a few strippers. If they see one of their clients out and about, they don't want to have a conversation with them. They want to be in the club rubbing their titties on them while they keep giving them money. Okay?
Yeah, and then it just goes to be like, it's so fake. It's so fake, and it's so much bullshit that it's like, why would you want to see that person again? And like, this is a little bit different because it is sex work. So it's like, you don't necessarily want to be running around being like, hey, because you don't know about their personal lives. You're trying to like keep shit hidden. But it's like, you're putting yourself out there, and then you expect like somebody's not going to look at you when you're dressed a certain way. And then we don't even know why they're looking. Like, oh God, there's just so many issues with it.
Okay, so I kind of, just because I work with certain people or have certain friends or certain acquaintances at least, and I don't keep myself in a tiny little enclosed box, and I hear other people's experiences and opinions, I didn't think her having an OnlyFans made a difference. Just because someone has an OnlyFans doesn't mean they want to talk to somebody at the gym, or they want them constantly staring at them or helping them with their weight. For example,
Yeah, OnlyFans isn't in person. So I think if you were like a stripper, which would, people are looking at you in person, you'd probably be more comfortable with it. And the concept there would be that you're more used to it happening. So you just be like, oh, okay. But OnlyFans is like, you're just posting it online. Like there's no actual interaction in real, where you're not like physically seeing the person look at you. You're just throwing it out there and then leaving it. Just like I'm doing these videos. I don't even see you guys like watching me. I know people are watching, but I don't see your faces. So I'm just like, okay, like it just feels like I'm talking to this camera until I see your comments.
I say my opinions online, right? This is technically my job now. I don't mind saying my opinions on certain things that I want to talk about. If one of you guys saw me at Walmart mid me putting a bag of hot Cheetos in my cart and so I can go home and enjoy them in silence, and you just rushed up to me and said, Michelle, you said this in your video and I want to know your opinion because I disagree, but I need you to clarify because I'm your subscriber and I need clarification to make me feel better that, our opinions don't line up.
Wait, what? Wait, what does this have to do with the woman in the gym? She was just working out and the guy glanced at her. That has nothing to do with how extreme you've made this scenario. The difference would be if somebody saw you in Walmart or whatever you're saying, getting your hot Cheetos, and they came up to you and you're like, oh, hi, Michelle, I really like your videos or something. Like, why does it have to be so negative? It could just be like a positive thing that they saw you, they like it, cute, say, oh, hi, whatever.
What you guys do in my comment section or my inbox all the time. You know my opinion, that's what it is. I don't need in my inbox, in my comment section, at Walmart when I'm trying to buy hot Cheetos to explain to you my opinion. Just because it's my job, I'm off the clock, okay? Get over it. So yeah, that was a lot of people's, thing. I know some people
I don't agree with how she phrased that there. The scenario was too extreme.
or a lot of people have a different opinion than me. I personally didn't think that was something I needed to bring up, that she has an OnlyFans. The point of the video is the guy glanced at her, he helped her with the weight, she said, I don't need help, and he went away and never came back. And she flipped out on the internet because she's socially awkward. A little weird, and maybe eats too many pomegranates.
Yep.
I don't know what's in pomegranates, but I know a little too much of something healthy is still bad. So to the people saying that I forgot, yeah, I forget a lot of things, but I didn't forget that because I didn't understand the point. I did see a lot of comments, and whenever this comes up, whenever a woman says, I don't want this person talking to me, you men, again, you cute, adorable men, some sexy, will say, well, if he was attractive, she would have liked it. Well, that was a rude way of calling the...
What? If she was attractive, she would have liked it? Who is saying that? I feel like this is some straw man. Who is saying that?
Guy in the video ugly. Some of you men really are toxic. Just kidding. I like using words that the kids say. Some of you guys are just stupid. I just wanted to say that to you. Whenever I wear red lips, I'm a little spicy. I got Cheetos. But I don't understand bringing that up. Anyway, if he was ugly, if he looked like Flavor Flav, it doesn't matter. If a woman or anybody says they don't want to talk to you or says to go away, you just go away. You don't say, well, if I was attractive, you would still talk to me, wouldn't you?
True. Yes, if somebody says that, you just walk away. That's right. You're just like, okay. And you leave. So don't be that guy who's like, just like, constantly not reading the signs, and she says no, and you're like, are you sure? Do you really have a boyfriend? Or are you just making this up? It's like, dude, she's obviously not fucking interested.
You don't say that. You just say, okay, I'm a good person. I'm gonna respect your space. You don't want to talk to me? I will go away. Question, if some little child said, please sir, don't talk to me, would you say, well, if I was insert some random thing here, you would talk to me?
No, I would go to the store, I'd get him some candy, so he'd come home with me, and then I'd diddle him. I mean, obviously. She doesn't know this kind of shit. Obviously, she's not a good pedo.
No, they feel uncomfortable. They don't want to talk to you. That's it. In a discussion, go. Yes, go over there. Get over there. That's it. I'm not too sure what that comment's all about. It's weird. Lastly, this is just something that I picked up on whenever I talk about, like the main topic is about men or anti-man, which is not anti-man, it's anti-idiot. But whenever the main topic is like a man, and the man's doing something stupid or weird, or I'm not like...
That never happens, first of all. First of all, men never do anything stupid. So that's where you're wrong. Okay? Sorry, save that for yourself.
Agreeing with it. My small percentage of men who will rage and make fun and roast all the women that I talk about, and y'all will go hard.
Because they deserve it, obviously. This is a no-brainer.
All of a sudden when I talk about a man, y'all crumble. Then the paragraphs come out. Then I'm just gonna unsubscribe, Michelle. Like, you guys are just as weak.
I have already unsubscribed and resubscribed and then unsubscribed and then resubscribed. So don't make me unsubscribe for the 4th time.
Some of the fat chicks I talk about, and it is really funny. Like the Andrew Tate video, like some of you guys crumbled, and it's hilarious. You guys act like you're so hard, so tough, so alpha. But if I
How can you insult our leader, Andrew Tate? He's the leader of all men, and you're insulting him? I didn't even watch the video. I'm unsubscribing now. There, you made me do it the 4th time.
talk about Papa Tate, there's a problem. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys because you guys are so cute. Yeah, even when you don't agree, even when you leave me really long paragraphs of just nonsense, it's fine.
Those are the best. I love some of you guys, but these, like, you wrote a novel. It's like 4 or 5 paragraphs, and it's like sometimes the punctuation and the grammar is real bad, and I'm trying to read it, and I'm like, what are they saying here? And then other ones that just read like a one-liner, I'm like, I could really use more.
It's all welcome, just not when I'm at Walmart trying to get some hot Cheetos to go home and be alone. Okay, bye.
Oh snap, she fancy. She even have like some magic shit. I'm telling you, she is a witch. That's what this is. She is a witch. I don't know if I should post this video. She might put a curse on me, like those gypsies. All right, that was pretty interesting. Don't really agree with all of her points, but I mean, she is a woman, so she's coming from a different side. I mean, whatever. But she kind of feels like she's somewhat in the middle, which is nice. Like, she wasn't all negative on men and she wasn't all negative on the women. Like, she was somewhere in the middle, I would say. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And I will see you guys on the next one if you subscribe. If you don't subscribe, I won't see you on the next one because you won't know because you didn't subscribe and hit the bell. And then I'm going to feel sad. And then I might have to go cry myself to sleep. And then I won't get my beauty sleep and I won't look this perfect for you guys. So please subscribe so I can look beautiful.